Taurus, welcome to Deep Heights. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're well. We're going to get started on a reading for you. See what Spirit wants to talk to you about today. The most urgent matters. I hope you're well, that you've been well, that you've had a good year. It's been a different year, to say the least. An interesting few years. Alright, what have you to say to Taurus? What's the frequency for you, Taurus? What's going on for you in your world? Third eye chakra coming out here. I feel like your sense of inner knowing has really increased. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Earth, is Earth, which you are. You are this beautiful fixed earth sign, this ruled by Venus, this very sensual, very, I don't want to say earthy, but very grounded energy. Would seem very practical. A builder. I see you very much as a builder. And here with this third eye chakra, this is the 6, I think, of Gemini energy. Actually here for you, with you, you could have Gemini in your chart, maybe Sun in the 6th house, planets in the 6th, of course, Gemini in your chart somewhere prominent, maybe rising, or you could be a life path 6. But I see you kind of seeing, really we're talking about the world, you kind of seeing the world in a different way, and you kind of know it in your bones. There's something that you know in your bones about the world that just doesn't seem right. It's like when you wake up and you realize everyone else is still sleeping. But you're grounded enough, patient enough, determined enough to continue on your way without allowing everything to really break you, that you have this connection to spirit here. This flower of life symbolism, you're connected in every way, like all of these points in your body, in your spirit, in your ethereal body, all of your channels. Like I don't see a lot of blockages, like your energy is flowing, like if this is you, and then your body, your oh wow, I've just completely lost my words. And I'm a body worker, so it's hard for me to say, the meridians. Sorry. Your meridians. It's like there are no blockages in your flow. And you're flowing very freely, very openly, protected. I feel you very protected in spirit. Let's see. Cards don't want to shuffle. It could be some difficulty. The card's not wanting to shuffle at all. There we go. I feel like you're very strong in your opinions. Nope. I don't feel like you're feeling very compromising, though, with others, or like you're just absolutely stopped short. Nothing's gonna move you from what you know is right, and good and truthful, like that Meister Eckhart. What is truth? The truth is something so noble that if God could turn aside from it, I could keep to the truth and let God go. And I feel like that's what you're really connected to, that nothing is going to get in the way or move you. You will not be moved from your position of good. From what you know to be pure and true. Okay. We have the Fool, the 5 of Cups. Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This virtue, as I'm talking about, the name of this card is Virtue. And this character, Ace of Swords is behind that. This character is standing there at the pinnacle and looking over, with success. Fire, this is the card of Aries, of the warrior, of knowing, unafraid, unmoved. I can see the truth. I know it exists. With this Ace of Swords, there are a lot of, I feel like you may feel kind of alone in whatever it is that you're doing, but you are moving in truth. You are moving through virtue, through good, not through vice, scandal, and lies, and filth. No. And this character is in black, so it's like mourning for the loss of what you, but it's not a loss. But I mean, it may seem like a loss if you have to walk away from others who choose to align, with the dark, because people fall along the way, We are at war, All right, so we have the Fool, the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Moon. Discord, difficulty, loss, rigidity, The Hierophant, this card is the card of Taurus, coming out strong in your reading. Very strong. I see you, feel you. You may feel like you are in the darkness, like you don't know, like you are a fool in the dark. You're a fool in the unknown, in this mad and crazy world. A fool on the path. That it's not worth the fight. You've taken heavy losses, emotional losses here, but you're not going to give up. A lot of fives. We have the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Hierophant, which is the five. The 555. I never really think about numbers. I know a lot of readers do that, and they're like, you're going to see 555, but maybe that's going to be significant. The time, 555. Five is going to be important here. The fifth house, of course, is the fifth house of Leo, another fixed sign, but that's fixed fire. I think I need to get a little bit more clarity here. I'm going to look at these for a second. Forgive me. Some bad decisions could have been made in the past, foolish, that have come to make you feel that you're at a loss. And there are things hidden from you. The way is hidden. But I don't think you should fear that as long as you move now. You keep to the truth, and it will never lead you astray. It will never lead you astray. The truth can lead you down dark pathways. It can lead you through the dark, through the unknown. And you can feel fear, and you can feel loss. But you're so connected with spirit. It's a very strong, and I keep feeling like I'm doing this. I don't know if, you can't see me, but and I feel this in my center, in my heart chakra, that it's very, very strong with you, your sense of inner knowing. But you do have regret. You have regret for something, some type of decision that was made in the past, like a foolish decision. I'm going to use this example, and I don't, shit like this is what makes me not a very popular reader, but I don't care. Theoden, King Theoden King in Lord of the Rings, he's my favorite character, and he's my favorite character because when we meet Theoden, he is fallen under the sway of Grima Wormtongue, and he had been this great king of Rohan, and he's fallen under the spell of Grima and Sauron, And the dark forces, you know, this Morgoth force, this evil, this dark Melkor energy, you know, and he's decrepit and he has, you know, turned against his family. His son has died. He's, you know, he's locked up Éomer and he's fallen. And Gandalf comes in as Gandalf the White and help frees him from that. And he's almost like untouched. And he goes out in the Battle of Helm's Deep and goes on at the final battle there, and he, of course, he dies, but you know, and he's like, you know, ride, and you know, forth and fear no darkness. And I've been really stuck on that, you know, this forth and fear no darkness energy, you know, and that's what I feel for you. It's like whatever choices or darknesses that have come upon you in the past, there's always, you know, redemption and choice because you choose. You know, it hadn't wholly gotten Theoden like it gets others who fall. You know, Sauron wasn't always a dark wizard. He was the white, and he was very wise and very knowledgeable, and he had fallen. You know, even Sauron, you know, they're not always bad, you know, but you have the strength to come back from that. So try not to dwell too much on, and that's an extreme example, I recognize, but don't dwell so much on the mistakes from the past. Learn from them and continue to move forward in this way. And do not be swayed by the darkness, because if you see it, you can recognize it and you know what it is. You know what it is. Just looking at this moon, you know. You know, the moon card is, the symbol is different here, but I'm just seeing a different, you know, and it's the scarab carrying the sun through the dark, through the night. I was talking about this fifth house energy of the sun of Leo. You know, it's like you're carrying that in the dark. You never lose that. I don't feel you giving up to sadness or melancholy or giving over to the dark or the deadlights, you know. Not in any way. What have you to say to Taurus, please? Whoop, almost. There we go. Waiting. Gate 5. Fixed rhythm. The fixed pattern is sacred. The fundamental attunement to natural rhythm. Waiting as an active state of awareness. Waiting binds all life forms together in the rhythm of life. Really beautiful, this tree symbolism here. Think of the white tree, Gondor, you know, but this one's black, but these trees. Don't want to go off on a whole Silmarillion tangent. I'll really lose viewers. Just thinking about, anyway, no, I won't do that, but that Tom Petty song, the waiting is the hardest part. You know, and of course the Three of Wands is also a card about waiting. Maybe waiting for the truth. Looking at line 2, inner peace, and line 1 here is perseverance. But this line 3 is this compulsiveness. And I feel with that Aries energy, which is like the Three of Wands, can be very compulsive. You know, and Aries, you know, Taurus follows Aries on the astrological wheel here. It's like the Hierophant card is like the Emperor, but like the Pope, you know, and to say the Pope was a ruler and a king, but a spiritual one, not that, but that's what we're going to call it here. But it has a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more spiritual knowledge of sacred things. I'm not talking about modern religion. I'm talking about the sacredness of the earth, which we have here with this third eye chakra, that you just know instinctively within you, within your body. this active state of awareness, that waiting as an active state. Because a rhythm is a natural rhythm isn't stillness, it's just it moves in a different way. And I think that no other sign could understand that, you know, a natural rhythm more than a Tauran, which is fixed earth. That that there's movement in the stillness and stillness in the movement. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you. The fixed pattern is sacred. What is your pattern? What is the pattern? Talking about that fifth house energy, but I would think about the limniscate. You know, this back and forth, this inhalation and exhalation. You know, the sun and the moon, the night and the day. Even if you feel like you're in the dark, you can know that the dawn will come. Woo! What advice do you have for Taurus, please? What advice do you have for Taurus? The Nine of Cups. Emotional order, I feel here. Not being too rigid. Allowing yourself joy in the moment, even through difficulty. Your attitude towards the waiting of it. Happiness. Overflowing and abundant. You know, if you're a strong tree, you give good fruit. You give good shade. The wood from your tree can make a good bow. You know, it holds up well. What you give, how you share with others. Remembering joy through this process. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups and we have the Chariot here. There's the Lust card, which is the Strength card behind the Chariot, which is the Sun and the Moon. It's a Sun and the Moon card. Chariot is Cancer, which is the Moon, the Sun. Leo, which is the Sun, the Lion. That it's complete within you, that you are a sacred being, and your attitude towards others here with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups, which is self. The joy in that, the love in that, the love of the now, which is really how I felt your energy to begin with. That there are no blockages, you know, because just kind of how it is here, it's all overflowing, it's all moving, everything is interconnected, and that's really reflected here. You know, that third eye open, which they said was the pineal gland, and when thine eye is single, the body is filled with light, you know, the light of the sun or the moon. Really interesting, Taurus, very mystical and almost cryptic, very cryptic. See, we're at 19 minutes here. See what else, who wants to talk? I think I want to get an animal energy for you. You know, but these are cards of movement, you know, and we're talking about this fixed pattern is sacred and this waiting. But neither one of these cards are stagnant because they've both come out upright. but they are in a fixed pattern, you know, the way that the sun, the cycles of the sun, the cycles of the moon, they are fixed, but they move. This active state of, this waiting in an active state somehow. Almost like there's something I can't even catch because it's like right, it's really a strange sensation because it's like right there, but I can't catch it. Hmm. The Phoenix, a lot of fire, a lot of regeneration. Wow, it's almost like the Phoenix is like if you combine the movement of the chariot with the lust card, you get this type of energy. And for you, I feel like it's somehow combining these very different rhythms that you have, that the earth, the sun, our earth and our moon and our sun have connected, that it isn't dual, you know, it's three, and there are others, but we're going to focus on these for right now, and how they move. All of, I just see like a lot of movement and flow and singing, the fire of creation here with this phoenix. Hmm, okay. I feel like I'm missing something, but let me see. Sorry, okay. What am I missing? What's being missed here? Because I can feel it nagging me a little bit. To make sense of this, you know, I'm not one to leave something cryptic until it's figured out. Eight of Swords reversed. To let it flow, you know, to not really put too much mind when I was talking about that six card, the Gemini card, this mutable air, this very genius card. This is a card of Gemini. Um, Being stuck in your mind about it. We have the High Priestess reversed here on the bottom of the deck. You know that as long as you would do like I'm doing here of actively trying to penetrate the sacred patterns or into this sacredness, you know, that's yours or that belongs to the sacred, that it's going to come to naught, kind of, and to be okay with that and to be able to flow, and you're able to still be in this beautiful flow of the mystery without, it's like, without trying to penetrate the mysteries and pierce them, you know, through them, you're able to get into them by just being there already, like you're already there. Five of Wands reversed and the Two of Wands. Kind of just being there and knowing it's there. You know, another card of waiting here. Not trying too hard, just knowing that it's there for you. You know, having this earth in your hands, you know, with this earth energy here. You have such a beautiful attitude and energy, an admiration, a reverence for the sacred, Taurus. It's all inspiring to see this. I don't see this type of energy very often in readings for other people. And we have the Knight of Pentacles below that. Natural wisdom, just knowing, just being there, being in those patterns, because the Knight of Pentacles moves, but you know, they say it's the slowest mover, you know, moving knight, but he moves with a purpose. He's very well protected. He has value. You bring it with you wherever you go. You know, it's like you've got the earth, and you have here the earth, air, water, fire, and spirit protected within the circle, these fixed patterns, you know, of movement that play off of each other, the earth, sun, and moon. It like fills me with like I would almost like want to be brought to tears how this really feels. I want to repeat that Theoden says, you know, forth and fear no darkness. Even if you don't know. Okay, let's close. It's all good. It's all good. There's those circles. And they're 3. Well, 4. Card 18. The moon. Yeah, I feel like, you know, here with this moon card, that it's all good. Even if you feel like you don't know the way, that you're in the dark, that you're carrying the light in the dark, you're just a rolling stone rolling through. You don't know where you're going. It's like this is within you, you know. A lot of circle symbolism for you, you know, the sacred, like the path. You know, we even have the Fool, which is the 0 card here, and this one is by the moon. A lot of, you know, Cancerian, Piscean energy. Definitely some murky water energy that you feel like you're in, but don't fear it. There's nothing for you to fear there. Absolutely nothing for you to fear. You bring it with you. You know, the good is with you. The flow is with you. You are the way. You're not on the way. You are the way. No matter where you are. We'll leave it with that, Taurus. It's all good. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that this has been helpful to you, and I hope to see you again.